June is just 2 days away, which not only marks the start of summer, but also the start of Pride Month. And as the Human Rights Campaign puts it, visibility has never mattered more. Joining us now, National Press Secretary for the Human Rights Campaign, Brandon Wolf. So, Brandon, this is Pride Month. D.C. is hosting World Pride. And yet it comes at a time where this community is facing attacks from the government right now on a litany of issues. But first, talk about the theme of this Pride Month, which I understand you guys are just unveiling, and how it fits into that landscape.
Yeah, I'm so excited. So the theme is These Colors Don't Run. Obviously, it's a little cheeky, but I think it's also two things. It is an acknowledgement of our history, of the resilience and strength of the LGBTQ plus community, and it's a declaration of our present and our future. I'm also really excited to share that the Human Rights Campaign now has over 3.6 million members and supporters across the country, which is a record for us. And that's not just a big number. Those are people, right? Those are millions of people who've said, in this moment, in this political environment, I want to do something more. I want to take action to fight for equality. It's the parent of a trans young person who maybe shared their story with a lawmaker for the first time. It's the teacher who's stocking the shelves with books that make sure all families are seen and represented. It's a healthcare provider who wants to know how they can fight to ensure that HIV care and resources continue to go on in this country. So I think these colors don't run. I think that that spirit of resilience and resistance is about acknowledging that this is a community that has been through incredibly difficult times before and has turned those obstacles into progress. And it's also a declaration that there is no president that can push us back into the closet. There is no government that can strip us of our joy, of our fight for freedom. We're not going anywhere. And Pride is not just going to be a celebration. It's also going to be a protest.
I was going to say, I've had several people remind me, including you in our off-camera conversations, that this is yet another moment where folks can be reminded that Pride began as a riot.
That's right.
And likely we'll see that in the Pride commemorations that we see throughout the country. Talk a little bit about what you're expecting, maybe not just here in D.C., but across the country.
Yeah, I think the World Pride activities here in D.C. kind of encapsulate what I expect we'll see across the country. There's a little bit of joy and celebration. You might have tickets, I don't know, Jennifer Lopez, Troye Sivan, Shakira. There's going to be big names in town encouraging people to dance and find joy. Because, by the way, our joy has always been a source of resistance. In a country where people have often told us you should be quiet, you should go back into the closet, being out and proud and unapologetic is a part of the protest against that political climate. So I think you're going to see a lot of celebration and joy, and you're also going to feel this fierce resistance to the kind of attacks that we've seen from the Trump administration. We have on Friday, June 6th at 5 p.m. outside the Supreme Court, we're hosting a rally in support of Andre Hernandez Romero, the gay Venezuelan makeup artist, who was unlawfully disappeared by the Trump administration to El Salvador. You're also going to see on Sunday, June 8th, I think there's a march that starts in downtown D.C. And it's really to push back against all of the attacks, executive orders, the things happening in Congress here in Washington, D.C. So that balance of joy and celebration and also fight back and protest, that's in the DNA of the LGBTQ plus community, and I think you're going to see it on display across the country this month.
Yeah, and I think in my conversations with sources and advocates, including you, the larger theme here has been that they're looking at the various policies that are coming out of this administration, whether it's in reconciliation, barring health care services for trans folks, whether it's the administration barring trans folks from the military. There are these various waves of restrictions coming on this community, and this month could be a moment to elevate those while also showing the joy of the LGBTQ plus community. Brandon Wolf, the National Press Secretary for the Human Rights Campaign, thank you for coming on with us.
Thank you.